Welcome to Right to Explain members area. Today we're going to be making a video, and that is for the Hangman Take Along fishing book, which I just released maybe just over a week ago. And I'll show you why, because inside here you will see that we have a few things like our Hangman fishing, and I'll just show you a little bit of that. So this is the download that you would get access to. It's free, so feel free to click the link and join up, and then you'll have unlimited access to as many of these as you like. Okay, so we are going to just have a look here briefly at the user interface in the group. This is exactly what you would see inside, and we have things like the universities being set up. There are resources here, and some of the things are locked and some of the things are not. So if you wanted to upgrade, then you can do that. You could click here and it tells you can pay a one-time fee, a yearly fee, or a monthly fee, but these are optional. You don't need to do this. You've got already free access to these. So we have Cornell Google Doc, and that's I think it's 60 days plus contents pages as well in there. Then we've got the 90-day journal, and it takes a little while to load things up on the app, but once it does, there we go. You see there, got 90 days. The ADHD journal, which is being worked on. So any feedback that you have can be done through this form. So you just press that and you can enter your details there. And we really do love to hear from you, by the way. Another thing that I've just recently worked on is the entire math club book, which you would have access to, and you can see in here that we'll just click on one. You can see that we've got our Napier's Maths, which is designed for children or children with learning difficulties. So this will help children learn maths, do multiplications to a high level, without having the stress of remembering times tables. Now, we're going to actually make a video now. So we're going to go into CreateStudio 4, and this is something that I've been working on. So this is what I've got so far, and we're just going to do some doodling to make sure that we can draw in what we need to draw in. So I'm just going to delete all of this and show you exactly how I'm doing things. And I'm just going to bring this right down, and we're going to bring this across as far as we can, and then we'll move this across further, and I'm looking for around about 2 minutes. So we'll just grab probably around about 2:05. I don't want the video to be too long, but I do want it to showcase what we're doing. So we're going to fit there, and we'll start working on the video. So first of all, we're going to make sure that the resolution is 1920 by 1080, which is fine. And we're going to look at our media, which is this page. So we've already imported that. You can import the media through the media file. So yeah, this is basically going to be a walkthrough of me making this video to showcase how to use this book, because some people have found it a little bit confusing, and we want to eliminate the confusion. So first things first, we're going to grab some text, I think, and we'll say something like, welcome to video. And probably what I'm going to do is just bring this, I'm not sure whether to move it up underneath. I think underneath works quite well for video. Yeah, so we'll do that so that we can just showcase what we're doing, like so. And then we'll have a motion in and a motion out. So we'll do scale up and scale down. We'll just see how that looks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so probably going to make that just a little bit less because it took a little bit long. Welcome to our video. Boom. Okay, so we'll start right where we left off with the welcome. What we want to do is we want to start drawing in letters, okay? So we want to let people know how to do that. So we will grab some more text, bring this down, and player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by, just going to bring this up a little bit, and I'm just going to hide this for a second. So player 1 chooses a letter that they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. And I think what I might do is just split this. So I'll use the cut function. So that's fine. We'll show that. And then I think we'll choose a motion with a fade out. So it looks something like that, and the image will fade out, and this will come in. We'll bring this down here. We've got to really allow people a little bit of time to read this, so I'm going to read this out and see how we go. So player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. So that there gives us the perfect amount of time, and we can fade out and fade in. And what we'll do is we'll split at the playhead called cut, and we will have this showing, but I think first of all we'll have a motion fade in. So let's see how that looks so far. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2, and here we go. Okay, so all of that is fine and dandy so far. Now, what we need to do is we need to show the letters that are being chosen. So it would be really cool, I guess, to have a stickman. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Whether we've got a stickman. I'm sure we have. Let's have a look. I'm sure they had one in here, but maybe it's in characters instead. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to use stickman, no face, stick guy. I think we'll use this stickman and we'll bring him in. And I'm not sure what we've got. It'd be lovely if he had a fishing, but of course that's asking a little too much. But anyway, we have our stickman. Okay, and maybe we want actually another one as well, because we want a player 2. So maybe we'll have the stick lady, and we'll bring her in. And let's see what action she's got. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. Fine. Just makes this a little bit more engaging. Okay, so got these two. What I would like to do actually is walk them in. So have we got a walking? We do. And I think we'll just flip her around. Let's see if we've got a walking with this one. We have. That's fine. And then we need to have a motion. So we will go position. So that one works well. And then we'll choose this one. Motion and position. Let's see how that goes. So let's just watch this for a second. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. And great. Okay, so what I'd like is maybe to zoom this in a touch. We can get in there and maybe really slow that down a little bit, but then also just bring these down just a touch. So let's see how that works. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. And okay, so they kept walking till there. And we'll add a new action. So add new, and then maybe pointing. Okay, so with that one, we might need to maybe think about having a different one. So maybe we'll duplicate this and then get rid of that. We don't want that. We want that off. Turn that off. Yeah. And then we want her pointing. But we're going to flip her. And so this one, do that. So that should work nicely now. We've got her coming in. And it's a little, it's a little bit not so great, but maybe we can possibly fade this in. Motion, fade in. Or just try that. Let's see how that goes. I mean, it's a little bit shocking, isn't it? So maybe add new, and he's thumbing up. So actually, I think that worked okay. So let's just see that. Just watch the girl. It's a little bit jarring. So I think that's less jarring. It's not exactly perfect. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It's not perfect, but I'm not really looking for perfect. Okay. So now we've got this. Come in. And then we want to get a letter crossed out. So we're going to use the pen tool, and let's choose a letter. So we'll go with H. And that's fine. It'd be nice if you could just send that all the way to the end, which I think we can by doing this. So we'll bring that all the way over there. And we want this animated in, so we're going to use Doodle. That's fine. The only problem I've got with that is that I'm going to exit the pen tool, grab the doodle, change the hand. I do not like the hand at all. I don't want to mess around too much. I don't want too much shaking. And let's just see how we go. With that, I don't really like that hand because I want it to look like a pencil. That is much better. That's exactly what I want. Okay, good, good, good. Right, here we go. So far, it's looking okay. I think I might just have them jumping in, to be honest. But I can sort all that out later. I don't want to procrastinate too much. So H is what we're looking for. And we need text. So let's add that. And we'll bring that down to around 68. H. Okay. So H. And in fact, I'm going to leave the two characters for now, and we'll come back to it. And my reasoning is it's just going to get too messy otherwise. In fact, I'm going to get rid of them for now and just come back to them as a thought. It's a little bit messy otherwise. And we'll doodle that in. And change hand. And we chose this one. I'm going to bring that right down. With this shaking, I don't want too much shaking. So there we go. And that is a different pen, isn't it? So we're going to change that. Which one did we use? This one, I think. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. So just check that's the same pencil, because we want to have continuity. Come to our video. Player 1 choose a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. Okay. So H is chosen, and H goes all the way across. Okay. So then just going to save this. Which one is save? It says I cannot save it because it's cloud detected. I think I messed up and I put cloud save as. Right, so I want to go to desktop. And books. CreateStudio. And we'll call this Hangman Fishing. Fishing. Okay. Good. So all that is good. Player 1 choose letter. And okay, good. Now, what we want to do, just bring this up a touch. I'm going to cut there. Do I need to cut there? No, I don't think so. I'm going to command set that, uncut it. Okay, so what we want is to copy this now. So we'll duplicate that and we'll bring it sort of about there. Bring that down, bring that down. I'm just trying to keep things neat and tidy. That is all. We'll save it there. And we're going to just move this. So we want the letter D. And I do want to have this black, this black. Okay. And so this time we're going to draw a line because they got the answer wrong. So I'm going to go over here. Yeah, sorry for zooming in and out. I'm trying not to do that. And I want to change that color to black. And I want it doodled in. So we're going to have doodle effect. I'm going to change the hand. I believe it was, no, it's not that one. That one. That's the one. And everything needs to be kind of, out to the end. So we've got a wrong answer there. And so we get the line. Then we're going to choose a different letter. So let's grab this one. And we will duplicate this. We'll bring this up. Pull this down. Just like so. And now for this one, we're going to choose a Q. And again, this is wrong. So we're going to use an arc. This time, no, actually we're not. We're going to use the pen tool. Command Z. And Command Z didn't work. So I want that deleted. How do we get rid of that? Delete base, shift and click. Okay, and we'll just fit that. Okay. Wow, it's all going to shit. Exit the pen tool. I don't want the arc. Okay, let's see how much damage that's done. H, D, that's wrong, Q. Okay, so sorry about that. It went a bit crap, didn't it? Okay, so we're on Q and we want to add pen tool. Hopefully we can do this. Yeah, we can. That's okay. So that's fine. And then we'll exit this and we'll change it black. And the next thing I want to do is to draw around. So I'm going to use the pen tool again. Add. Let me just do this. So before I do that, I need to grab this one and we're going to duplicate. And this is where it really does become very important to make sure you know what layers you're on. Just bring that down. And we'll save. Okay. And that's that. We're here. And this one's here as well. So we've duplicated this. But this time we're going to use an R. Okay, so now we're going to do something fairly technical with the pen. I'm going to add pen. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to start here. So I'm going to grab this, and that doesn't work, which is very difficult. Exit pen tool. Let's just see that. Okay, so I need to figure out how to do this. We've got R there. Do I just click out of it? I assume that's the way to do it. So you just click out of it. And then I want to use the pen tool. And just remember to click out. So there's one, there's two, and we're going to just turn this over. Three, just bring that over like so. And just adjust the curves just a touch. So that isn't a million miles away from the original drawing. It's pretty good. I'm going to exit the pen tool and return that to black. Okay, and we're going to bring this all the way down. We're going to save this. And with this path and this path, I don't think we drew them in. So this one, yeah, that's fine. So this path tool, we need to draw it in. So I'm going to use Doodle. And then we're going to use the Doodle effect again. That's pretty good. I'm just going to bring that slightly over because I just want it to draw a little bit slower. Okay, so now let's just check our work, okay? Just check it all. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses the letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. H is correct. D is wrong. Q is wrong. R is wrong. Great. Okay, so now we're going to choose another letter. And this time we're going to go for F. So where are we? Okay, we're going to duplicate this, bring it up, pull this over, and bring this down. Grab our path, and this time we're going to put it to F. Okay, fantastic. So we've got F. And we'll save that. And this time, we are correct. Okay, so we're going to have this H, and then going to duplicate this and bring this all the way up so that I can grab this, put this here. And I'll change this in a second. I just want to keep everything the same. So I'm just bringing this right down, like so, and we're saving. Okay, so now we don't want H. We want to change that to F, and we're going to bring this down. Okay. Then maybe we'll keep it like that. Okay, so just bringing it up. Just checking the animation. Okay, great. Okay, good. I'm going to save that. So bring this all down now a little bit. Okay, so we've got our Hangman, and we are building this up. So now we're going to choose a letter that's not actually on there, and we're going to choose, just grab this one, we'll duplicate this and just bring this above and bring this down, and then we'll save it. And we want to have this F, I would say, let's go with J, because it's another wrong answer. Okay. Yeah, so we've got J there. Fine. Just going to grab a little water. I'm getting a little hoarse. That's a bit better. J, right, now we're going to draw this up. Okay, so we're going to use the pen tool. Zoom in a little bit. And maybe we can do it like that. Yeah, that works. That works very nicely. So we'll exit, and we'll get that turned to black. And maybe just bring it over. Just solve that problem, and then bring this over to solve that problem where it's not quite right. And then we need to have a doodle effect. And yeah, I would say that's pretty good. Let's bring this over a touch. Bring this all the way over. We're saving. Okay, so now we've got to choose another letter. I'm going to fit that and just bring this down a touch. And of course, that's where I've gone wrong, because I've chosen the wrong hand. Now I need to find the correct hand. That one's good. Okay, I just want to make sure again that I've not gone too far off the trail. The pencil's good, so that one's not right. So which one was that? this one. Change the hand to not that one. Sometimes I think these move around. Maybe it's just me. Change hand. Okay, so we've solved that problem. That was very silly of me. I should have copied and duplicated and all the rest of it. Anyway, I didn't, so there's a mistake. So now just trying to find here, this one. So I'm going to duplicate this, bring this right up, put this about here, and bring these down. Like so. And then this path, I'm going to bring it over here. And we're just going to adjust it. So let's just twist this around, a little touch, bring this down, bring this over, like so. A little more water. And we'll save that. Okay, so now I'm going to fit this. I'm going to choose another letter and just checking this is right. So that's correct. Okay, so this one, this letter we're duplicating, I'm going to bring it up, bring it over, and just place these down. And now we'll save that. So this F, in actual fact, I need to Command Z. Do not want to do that. I'm just going to bring this one up just a touch. And I want to duplicate this line, bring it about here. Done this a little bit arse about face, but that's fine. And I want to choose the letter X. And again, it's a wrong answer. And so we're going to use an arc. Actually, what I will do is I will do an eye and change this one. Sorry. And this one. See, this has gone wrong. F. And this one has to be I. So I think I'm going to start locking some of these down because I can see things are just starting to get a little bit muddled. So I'm going to grab these, group them, and lock it. Okay. Good. Just bring these down. Just check that this is all working well. So something's gone wrong there. What has it? Let me watch this all the way back. Check out what's going on. Player 1. Choose the letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. So H is correct. D is incorrect. Q is correct. Q is incorrect. R is incorrect. F is correct. J is incorrect. So we've got something here. We have to unlock this and then ungroup it. So something has gone wrong, but I'm not sure what it is. So let's just watch this. So F is right. J. So where is J? F is right. J is wrong. Okay. And then this one must be for this. So I'm going to bring this down. Maybe I'm not. Bring these up. So something's gone wrong there. Just there. Is that J? Should be I. Maybe I'll delete that. I think I confused myself somewhat. Shit, no surprise. So F, and then J, and then I. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're we're back. We found a mistake and we're back. It's fine. So we'll go save. Then, okay, we need to have a path which, yeah, we'll just duplicate this, bring it above. That work? Bring this above. Bring these two down. Bring this over. Bring this over. And what I want to do is just take this and put this here. Just going to use this as the stickman's arm. Okay. Save. And just before we get any more messy, I'm just going to bring this up and group this and lock it. That's what I tried to do before, and I completely messed it up, I believe. Okay, so let's move this back and see how we're doing. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses the letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. H, D, Q is wrong, R is wrong, F is right, J is wrong, I is wrong, I is right. So this one here shouldn't happen. So we can just delete that, bring these two over. So where did that go? So I think we've got two lots for I. We do. Let's try again. F is right. J is right. Welcome to our video. Player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. H. D is wrong. Q is wrong. R is wrong. F is right. J is wrong. I is right. Perfect. Okay. I made a lot of mistakes there, but I think we are getting there. So let's move on and okay, so we've just done I, and I think what we need to do now is draw the arm. So we're going to choose, I, and we'll duplicate this, bring this up, bring the 2 down, and I'm just deselecting there to make sure that I'm not on the wrong piece, and I'm going to choose B. And save that there. Okay, so B is wrong. And in fact, I can just use this. So I'm going to duplicate this over and put this like so. Good. And just like so. So we've got the arm done and we are saving. Fine. Okay, so then we're going to choose another letter. And we're going to duplicate this. Bring this over, bring these down, and we'll save there. So I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to choose A, and this is wrong. And we'll save that, and we're going to do an arc. Okay, so this time end angle is 360 degrees, and we're going to bring this down so it's black, and we're going to really scale this down. How do we scale? Oh, yeah. And the width is going to really be taken right down. I'm going to use this as the hangman's head. For he is the executioner, he is the hangman, and the fish is the guilty lurcher. Okay, I think maybe even just a touch more. I think we're about right with that. And we will just see that. So then what we want to do, we want to grab the doodle effect, and hopefully this will work well. I'm going to change the hand do that. And bring this all the way over like so. Save. Just make this slightly longer. And save again. Okay. So let's just go back a touch and see how we're doing. So I, B is wrong, and A is wrong. Perfect. Right, we are looking good indeed. Save. I'm just going to go here and see if we can, grab any more letters. So I think we'll do one more letter now, and we'll duplicate that and bring this above, this down like so, just so that we get the correct hand. It would be nice if it just kept using the same hand all the time. That would be lovely. There we are. Okay, so we've got I again, and we don't want I. In fact, I'm just going to just bring all these back down again. So I've made a mistake there. Click off and then bring this one up. And save. Conversely, I used the original Create, which wasn't called CreateStudio. I think it was just called Create. And I used to really like it. I thought it was great. But it was quite similar to this. Just an interesting fact. They've been around for a long time, these guys. And I've used all of them. 1, 2, 3, and now 4. So we've got I there, which we don't want. We want that to be another letter. So let's choose another letter. And we'll duplicate this path here. Bring this up. Bring all these 3 down. And just pull this over. Pull this over. And now we're going to choose O. And now we've got 2 O's. So we're going to let's choose this I. And then duplicate that one as well. Just bring it here. And we'll save that there. And we'll just have a look at this. Right, so this is in the wrong place. We need to make sure. Maybe I'm getting a little confused again. So let's just watch this back and see if I have got it right. B is wrong. O is correct. Need to get rid of that because I could not see what was going on. This path here needs to be a little bit further up, as far as I can tell. And then these need to come over. Just want to make sure that's right. B was wrong. Check that again. Sorry, there is a lot of checking. B was wrong. And something's gone wrong here. What else did we choose? Was it R? Was it Q? I'm not sure. So J, B, and then something was chosen there. It'd be nice if I could slow this down a little bit. It's a little fast. So H is right, D is wrong. Q, R, F, J. Was that another J? J. F, J, I, B. And then something goes there, something's not right there. A, and then it goes O. So it should be A goes here. And these can all come over like so. And then these can come down. And I believe that that is another problem solved. Let's just check. I, B, A, O, and O. Okay, so that looks really good. And then we're going to choose some wildly crazy letters. And we're going to duplicate this. Just make sure I haven't messed anything up. That's a little long, isn't it? It's taking a little too long. There. Maybe that just goes a little too much. So I, B, It's a little bit much. I think okay, so over there, we're going to choose something wildly incorrect, like Z. Okay, I'm going to save that. And then we're going to draw the lurcher. So let's go and grab the pen tool. And unfortunately, we've messed that up. Dash it. Duplicate that. Bring that up. Bring this over. Bring these three down. We're going to try again on this with a Z. And this time we're going to click off it. And just go back here. We'll add pen. And now we've got to just zoom in. Oh. Stop. And try again. Exit the pen tool. And we'll add a pen. We can just, adjust this so it's, pretty good. Doesn't need to be bang on, but we'll get that as close as possible. So that's pretty good. Exit the pen tool, and we'll have black. Bring this path out, and then we'll add doodle effect. I wonder if I can just copy that. Wonder if okay. So let's add doodle effect. Put that onto the path. Change the hand again. And change the hand again. This one is better. Okay, good. That's looking great. Save. Okay, so now we want to choose another letter, which is wildly incorrect, and we're going to duplicate this, grab it, bring these down, and this time we're going to choose Y, because, you know, why not? And so I'm going to click off, I'm going to add pen tool, and this time I'm going to go and just something like that. Exit the pen tool and bring the path all the way over. Save. And now we are going to have a doodle, change the hand, bring the shaking down, save that, and this one, I'm going to choose another wildly inaccurate letter. L. Save. And this time we're going to just come off that again. We're going to use a pen tool. We're going to draw this in. Like so. And that's not a million miles away. And we'll exit the pen tool. We will then recolor and save. Bring this over. And we're going to add a doodle effect to this. Change the hand. And we're good on that. Save. And we're going to fit this. And duplicate, bring this path above, bring these down. And we're going to save it. Now this path, we're going to choose M. Come off of that. And we will use a arc again. And we'll bring the width right the way down. Something like 3. And we'll end on 360 degrees. And we need to just bring this right the way down. this all the way down here like so. And we'll make this like so. Save it. And of course we need our doodle effect. Oops, a doodle effect has to be dragged on. And let's see, yeah, that's good. And we'll save that. And this time, let's fit this in. We're getting very close to kind of finishing this off now. So we've got an arc, and we are going to duplicate this. Bring this down. And we're going to save that in a second. I just want to bring these across slightly. So then we'll choose N. And we'll save. Now we're going to use the pen tool again, making sure that we've clicked off. And then sort of like that, exit the pen tool. We're just adjusting the nodes when I do that, just pulling it down. It's, you know, if you've done any graphic design work in, you know, Affinity or Adobe or Canva or whatever, you should be pretty adept at using the node tools. And we are going to use another doodle effect. Hopefully that's okay, it is. And now we're going to duplicate this. Bring it above, pull these down. Save this node here. This path, should I say. We can move this to W. And we'll save that. And what we're going to do, we're just going to duplicate this one because we've already got what we need. So we'll duplicate it, bring this above, bring this down, and bring this path over, and flip it. Alright, what's happened here? It's gone absolutely enormous. Okay, that was a little strange. Make that 100, and then, oh, fit to canvas. I definitely don't want to do that. How do we flip it then? I'm not sure how to flip that. There. $100. So that's my mistake. There we go. Could have happened to anyone, right? And then we'll bring that down. No, I don't think so. I think we'll just get rid of that. Then this path to connect it properly. Okay, save that. Just gonna rip some of this up because it's just gonna get too crazy otherwise. And then we'll lock that. Let's bring this down again. Okay, so fit, save. Right, so our final letter now. Just going to bring this up, bring these down. And save that. So let's just check this. Z A L M N. So just after N, that's where we have a problem. M N. Let's try again. M N. Just check Z Y M N. Okay, so I think we're good on these. Let's just check that again. Okay. So let's duplicate that. So N will be save and make sure that we've clicked off. And we're going to use the pen tool again. And Something like that is pretty good. Save, and then bring this like so. Save. No, I don't think anyone will notice too much about that. On the screen. So overall, we're going to doodle in. So let's doodle change hand. Save. And let's see how we're doing. So, welcome to our video. Just going to stop that there. This down. Save. I think this is fairly close to being ready. Come to a video. And player 1 chooses a letter they think may be in the words chosen by player 2. D. Q. R. F is right. J. I is right. B. A is wrong. O is correct. Z. Y. L. N. N. G. Okay, so we are here, and what I'm going to do is grab like a confetti. Let's see if we've got any confetti anywhere. Studio, back, and effects maybe. Like an explosion. So let's see if we've got like an animated confetti, something like that. Okay, I like that. Let's set that in. And so now I just really want to add some music, really. So save that. I'm going to grab all of this, bring it down. Bring all of this right down to about there. And then unlock and unlock. Then bring these down as well. So although I estimated 2 minutes, it's more like a minute. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to 100% check this again in a second. Let's go with new and maybe future base, corporate, cinematic maybe. Okay, I like that. I'm going straight in. No point messing around. So let's have a look and see if we can just okay, like the ending. Let's just grab that there. And we'll fade in. Give that maybe a second or two. I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty cinematic. So yeah, that's how I've made this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it.